my other great love, light, which is like a gradual step you went through. Glass with a lamp, it's light.
These
are the last, from the last to the first product that I've produced. This is Plus. Plus is the lamp I've produced this year for Foscarini. Before I was saying I hate rotational, and I've done a rotational lamp. Well, in this case I've used rotational. Always starting from my origins. I try to recreate with this industrial process, some effects linked to Moroso glass. The brand told me I had to design a chandelier, and I thought I had to create a very big pearl. To create this great pearl, I found in Biella, the only supplier in Italy which molds in transparent rotation. And the fun thing here was that when I met him, the first thing he told me, well, you know, there's a problem here with this transparent plastic printed in rotational, is that a lot of our clients say that it's too glassy. It's perfect for what I have to do. Well, then perfect, you know, because he really wanted this to look like glass. And also the name plays on this idea between two materials. Plas is plastic and glass.
You
can't really see it real well here. The brand, yes. I hope you've seen this at the Salone del Mobile, in that very scenographical, theatrical display. Tell me about this. Well, this is called Dame or Dame, or I don't know. Well, it's a lamp that I've designed for Establishment Sons. In this case, my idea was that of creating some great lamps. And what has been lanterns, so metal cage where inside you'd actually blow the glass that would give the aesthetics to the product. Usually lanterns always have 3 lobes. These 3 lobes I transformed into 3 modular elements, small, medium, and big. These are some modular elements, basically, that allow to be attached. This one, for example, it's two small ones, and create an infinite number of lamps. But also in this case, I wanted to find something which, beyond the idea, you know, besides the idea of aesthetics and working on the concept of the lantern, I wanted to find a material that in some way could actually allow me to create this lantern effect. And I found this thermal polypropylene structure that usually it's used for trolleys. You know, the trolleys which are these semi-rigid fabrics. Well, I found this supplier that had this material, white. I combined this externally with Lycra, and I recreated internally. Here you can slightly see it. A series of different grids which can be seen only when the lamp is turned on. When it's off, you just see a total fabric lamp. Unfortunately, I didn't have any other pictures. Unfortunately, you don't really see the decoration. You will go not buy it. Yeah, you'll go buy it. Why not? I can tell you the production costs. Maybe you can have a comparison when you'll go buy it. I don't know if it's politically correct, but we like this. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, sorry. So, the small one in production costs 11 euros. The average costs 16, the big one 23 euros. So you can have an IKEA lamp, which obviously we should not even production. We're talking production. Then there is obviously you have to do the amortization of the molds plus the brand, and the brand has a markup all the way to yesterday. It was a bit like Stella McCartney in this, and therefore there's a bit of markup. Probably they also need to pay these very scenographical events as well. So it all goes into the lamp. This is trog. Well, trog is an object which is a bowl, very long. Trog is a lamp. It's not this big. Trog in Sweden is a bowl which is used to make bread. You do the mixture with bake the bread. This is. I had one of these trog that I bought at market, and I was looking at it more than once until I had the idea that Foscarini wanted a lamp for offices, so with an illumination, with a very long lamp. And I did not want to do the usual aluminum extruded, very cold element. I wanted to work on the juxtaposition of the coolness of this type of lamp, heating it with the type of materials and the type of process. This is my first project for Establishment Sons, which was pipe. A table lamp and a plate, which is very simple. The idea was that of doing a dimmer, and at the base it's red, black, and white. There is an halogynous lamp, and with this volosilicated glass, it's slightly tilted, and it has this sort of top, always in glass, which is levigated and sanded, and it does that lens effect. The more you raise the dimmer, the power of the lamp, therefore it has a greater intensity. The part of the lens reflects it on the plane. It's a very technical project. I've worked on the type of light. And the fun thing was that I designed a product which was very technical, and they've never done any technical, so it was a sort of challenge. This is Wagashi, a lamp designed for Foscarini in fabric. It's a lycra, which is usually used for like bike riding, which is usually placed in a metal structure. And the interesting thing of this project was that it was the first time I tried to work in pair, not with a designer, but with an artist, and in this case he was a photographer, that in some way was actually putting together a series of different textures and flowers, and we were using this technique of sublimation and adding these decorations onto the fabric. This is the lamp I was telling you before. Aerospace designed this in 2003. It's a polyurethane expanse, and the luminous source is placed right here, because here we've got made sure that into these two polyurethane elements, so there are two small metal rods that bring the wires down through the structure, and this is probably one of the first lamps with a hole. Then you've seen many more after this one, but this one, I must say that it's the piece which have just launched you on the market for two reasons, definitely. This is what happened. One, it's because the brand has worked commercially for them, the project was interesting for them, and they focused with the ad campaign and so on. So, we can say that Foscarini was reborn, restarted in terms of communication, was relaunched with these pieces. We're talking about 2003. I believe Foscarini just regenerated itself in that period. Yes, I believe that the year 2001 was very important for them when they were doing Mark Sadler's lamps in carbon fiber. Yeah, they won the Golden Compass and everything. I also believe that with Foscarini and for Foscarini, they haven't really regenerated themselves, but they actually have demonstrated 3 talent scouts. You were very young. These were your first trials, right? And to me, this, I must say that I've entered the market because with the royalties I got from this lamp, I opened up the studio. 2003.